Welcome, everybody, to the 13th episode of the Game Day Chug podcast.
Let's chug.
Oh, that's good. Almost chugged too hard. Almost all over my mic.
Almost refunded?
Almost refunded.
Can't have a refund. No refunds, actually.
Yeah. Well,
however, you are our chief refunder. If anyone's going to refund,
I've been known to hurl. If you're not, why don't you go ahead and click that subscribe button?
That's a good button.
And like us on social media. We will be your favorite follow.
Oh, high bar you're setting there.
High bar, but you got to set it high.
You know what? As I've always said, if you can't beat them, do what Chili's does. Follow the Game Day Chug podcast.
Yeah.
You know, if Chili's doing it, it's probably a sound business decision. They're bringing back the fajita or the skillet queso. You know,
we went to Chili's tonight.
Did you?
Yeah, excellent. I do have a pet peeve, though. The amount of people who have to walk up and say, "How are y'all doing?" I will one day fucking tell them how I am actually doing. Do you really want to know, Chili's? Yeah, I'm done with the clean podcast. The shit is real.
I'm just so blown away.
I mean,
you told me that there was going to be a rant, but I didn't think it was going to be how you doing.
Okay,
I'm not doing very well.
That isn't the rant, but the waiter comes up. He goes, "How are y'all doing? Everything all right?" Yeah, everything's fine, thank you. Then some other bitch comes up and she's like, "Hey, how are y'all doing?" And I'm like, "We're fine, thank you." And then the manager comes up, "Is everything going all right?" Lady, do you want to know the truth? I will tell you how I'm doing if that's actually what you want to hear.
Oh my. You know what? I just hope that you're doing well. I'm not going to ask how you're doing.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just fine.
Okay, we'll be back around in a little while and we'll ask you just how you're doing.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Wow.
My NFL team sucks, and my fantasy team sucks. So
you know what? I'm a little bit
Rockets.
I'm a little bit I don't know if I want to say that I'm desensitized to the issues of the Texans, but this one didn't hurt as bad. I saw it coming, you know, but once CJ went down,
the writing was on the wall.
And I don't think that the hit was dirty on CJ. I think he doesn't know how to slide. I think he probably shouldn't have attempted a slide because he doesn't know how to do it. But I don't think the hit was dirty. We had a lead. We didn't score a touchdown, but we had a lead, and you did a heck of a job. The defense Bengals strike again. They keep you in a game that you had no business being in. The Broncos are elite defensively.
Yeah.
And it comes down to coaching errors at the end of the game. The philosophy behind thinking that you're going to go down and kick a score to take the lead with Davis it's not the right philosophy to have. There's a minute left on the clock. You need to run the ball, get Denver to take their timeouts, and play for overtime. There's no sense in playing for the win. You haven't moved the ball a lick. So I don't understand the decision making there. Well, I really don't.
Also, that game goes into overtime if Kaimi Fairbairn doesn't miss the first field goal of the game.
He did miss, but after he missed, I think they muffed a punt or something like that. So the miss set up the field position for the Texans for him to hit one. Yes, Kaimi missed a field goal. I get it.
Keep the guy gone next year. I want him gone.
I have an issue with something that's much more affecting of a football team than a kicker. My problem is our coach's philosophy. This is D'Amico now. Okay, yeah. I've given D'Amico a lot of rope, and I'm not about to to jump on him or anything, but his philosophy is that if you're inside the 2-yard line, you need to move some people back and push your way into the end zone. That's
Mm,
his thought process. The Texans inside the 2-yard line this year, 0 for 10.
mm.
0 for 10. We are the only franchise in the NFL who does not have a touchdown when you are inside the 2-yard line.
Yeah,
We're
that's
not pushing anyone back. It's not in our playbook. It's not in our scheme. We can't block it. We can't perform it. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. So
it
the
sucks.
philosophy and the skill things or the abilities that we have, they don't match. They
Mhm.
don't match. This team is not built to beat you up. The defense is built to keep you in the game. They're the best unit that I've seen uh, anywhere.
Since
Anywhere.
Bulls on parade, it's our best. It's our best defense.
It's the best defense in the league. It's the best defense in the league scoring wise, and they keep this dog shit offense alive. Davis Mills in this game somehow by being poor gave you a chance to win the game still.
Yeah,
If CJ's in the game, I think that you win the game, by a possession. I
yeah.
think that you can find a way to win it.
Unfortunately, though, CJ's probably not is going to be gone
Yeah.
next week or
Yeah.
this week. Doesn't look like he's going to be playing. Let's go ahead and pull
You
up.
got stats.
Let's pull up these stats.
Let's see some stats.
Let's react to stats.
They're not going to be pretty stats.
No, but you can see when CJ was out there. I mean, he was having a good game. 6 for 10, 79 yards.
Yeah.
And that hit happened late in the first, early in the second?
If it was in the second, it was really early. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, Davis Mills showed you why we drafted CJ.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a fact.
it's not great. It's not bad. It's not great. I think they were definitely. It was weird. When he first got out there, he had that pass to Nico, and it was just like, okay, they're gonna let him sling it.
Like we're cooking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna let him go out there and show him what he's got. But then they just played very conservatively. The rest of the game, they didn't really take a lot of shots downfield, and when they did, it was overthrown or just not in the right spot.
Yeah. I mean, look, you held the Broncos to under 300 yards.
Yep.
Okay. There was a bust on a reception by you can't see it on this particular sheet because he's way down there, but RJ Harvey had the touchdown to tie the game. They went for 2 and tied it, but
Yes.
there was an issue with a linebacker on RJ Harvey. It's going to continue to be the same thing. I don't understand. I guess 2 years ago, the way I felt about Christian Harris, that guy's not there. To'o is being asked to cover these guys out of the backfield, and he's not manning up RJ Harvey. It's not happening.
Well, I mean, look at the last drive of the game for the Broncos.
And quarterback run. It's contain
Yeah,
on the quarterback again.
It's the same thing that happened against Tampa Bay that
Yep.
Baker did. It was 3rd and long. You had them, and you just gave them a huge hole just to bust one for.
It was like a 30-something yard run, 25 yards. Yeah.
And that put them in field goal position, and they were just able to chip away at the clock.
Yeah, everything after that was over. But you gave them that opportunity by going for it yourself with 3 straight passes with a minute left and not forcing Denver to use their timeouts.
Yeah.
You put them in the position to be able to work. You could have taken the clock from them, punted, and made them do it the whole field with no time to clock it. So, like I said, something about this game, I didn't feel as dejected as I did earlier in the season. Maybe I'm just done. You got 2 games here against 2 division opponents. You got the Titans and the Jags, not in that order, but
Jags and Titans.
Jags with no CJ, and then Titans in Nashville, and you need to win both. If you can get to 5-5, and then you have the Bills, Colts, Chiefs, and
Yeah.
that's the season. So get to 5-5, and we can talk about, are we still playing football or not? Then you have those 3 games. You got to win 2 of those 3, and if you don't, then the season's over. It's pretty indicative. Today was the trade deadline.
No moves.
The
They didn't
Jets,
do anything.
we had teased Brees Hall, thinking that it would be a help if you win that game and you're 4-4. Maybe there is a move. But at 3-5, if you stay pat, that means that you don't know if you're a buyer or a seller because you don't know where your season's at. You're in limbo. We could benefit if the trade deadline was 2 weeks later, but it's not. Here we are.
But also the Texans have never been a trade deadline team. Like, I can't think of them ever making an impactful move. I mean, maybe like a small move here to get an extra draft pick.
I'm trying to think of one. Nothing like a Verlander splash like that.
Yeah, nothing like bringing a Sauce Gardner. That
Yeah,
did.
They paid out the nose. I don't know if you saw what went back to them.
2 first-round picks.
I mean, you must. It's the NFL. Nothing is certain for next year.
Right.
So you've given the keys to 2 first-round picks to the Jets, and they actually got another one. They traded Quinnen Williams to the Cowboys for a first-rounder. So the Jets will have 3 first-rounders next year. They'll find a way to squander it.
Cowboys actually did pretty well at the deadline. They got some players. They got Logan.
Well, they needed. They're the Bengals. They needed a defense. They got a couple pieces.
They took the Bengals, arguably their best defensive player, Logan Wilson. Shout out Wyoming.
Hey, nice pull.
Yeah.
Nice pull.
Thanks.
There's a couple of good Wyoming players in this league. I think the current MVP is a Wyoming Cowboy.
That's right. Not mistaken. That's right. But I don't know if it's Caserio thinking that he can make he could get more for less in the offseason, but I think teams are reluctant to trade away their good players in the offseason because they don't know.
They have hope.
They have hope. It's the new season, so they're not going to get rid of their good players, and so you got to really hit them where they hurt. And
I mean,
I think your defense is so good that you can give up maybe a defensive player and a late round pick for a good offensive lineman.
I brought it up to my dad today. We were hanging out. We had to. We did some things around the house. My dad helped me be a dad and build a gate today. Anyone who knows my dad knows that it's get her done. And so we got it done. I had to monitor some quality control things, but you bet your ass we got it done. Point of that, I told him, I'm kind of surprised that we didn't sell. Who would you sell? And I said, well, maybe Daniel Hunter. I like him. I really like him.
But he's on the books for what? 1 more year?
I know that his contract was like 2 or 3 years for $72 million.
Yeah.
And that he's not a spring chicken and that he probably wants to go win a Super Bowl.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if we would botch the draft pick. So I'm okay with staying pat. You couldn't go out and be a buyer at 3-5.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And when you give up a player like Danielle Hunter, I'm not expecting draft picks back. I want a player back. Danielle Hunter plus a late round draft pick should, in my mind, get you a decent O lineman.
A Pro Bowl lineman.
Yeah, a Pro Bowl caliber offensive lineman. You can get one that's young and who's experienced enough, who's gonna come in and we got rid of Tunsil, but apples and oranges in my opinion.
You can go through and look. There were players on the board. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, good use of the mute button. You've been hot with that mute button.
Man, ever since we went camping, I don't know what.
Still got it?
Dude, yes, it has been like I feel like I'm at the end of it. Like I wake up every morning, I'm like, I'm just pushing something, just gunk up all day.
Well, not to be too vile, we've already crossed into the yucky territory, but from the time that we recorded, oh,
It's going to be all that.
It pops up a little mute next to your name too in the recording.
Cool.
In the time since the last podcast, and it finally stopped maybe a day ago, 2 days ago, where things were finally fine. So I'm a new man.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
You're gonna have to watch that one on the YouTube too. I'm sure that you can gather it. There's some context clues there, but
I can guess what it was.
yeah. Just a quick. I want to talk baseball for just a second because it's the off season. Some players that you know and maybe love have left the organization. They've been basically outright wavered or cut.
Yeah.
One of those is Chaz.
Yep. And
Luis Garcia. There's some others, but those are the two that have made contributions in the past that are no longer Astros.
Yeah. I also heard from a Chandler Rome that he would be shocked if there's not a Justin Verlander Astros reunion this offseason.
That would be cool. I'm all in for the the retirement tour.
Yeah,
because he had his record didn't indicate how well he pitched
he
this
pitched
year.
well. He pitched well.
Yeah.
It wasn't his fault that the team around him wasn't good. But I mean, if he can come in and be your number 3, maybe number 4.
I haven't even begun to think about the rotation or any of that. I'll tell you one thing. If the World Series tells you anything, you need a whole bunch of starting pitching.
You also need a whole bunch of money too. Maybe
money's nice.
Money $300 million payroll or something like that.
What you really need is you need your biggest star to also take a deferred payment to where he only makes $1 million a year and lets you use the rest of the money on the cap to buy the players.
Yeah.
So if anyone would like to defer their entire salary and come to the Astros, all aboard, baby. All aboard. It's going to change the way the game works. It's going to change the way baseball works.
We have all off season to talk about it, but you know who else opted out of his contract?
I saw Bregman did. Is that who you're going to say?
I did. Yeah. What if,
just get the whole band back together?
Get the band back together. I think George Springer is even a free agent.
I did not know that George Springer was 36.
Yeah, he's old. He's old. He would be the one guy that I'm like, you know what? You make your name in Toronto. Okay. Make your name in Toronto.
I feel so bad for the Blue Jays. I was rooting for them. The first time that I tuned into the World Series was in the 9th inning of Game 7. Okay, I watched almost none of this because I had it as a foregone conclusion as to what did happen would happen. I didn't care to see it. I only wanted to see it if Toronto was going to win the whole thing, and they came so close so many times that's brutal. I don't know if that hurts worse than 2019 does. It probably does, just because they had the bases loaded and you're one hit away. We weren't necessarily one hit away. No, they were one hit away.
What was frustrating about 2019 is that we couldn't win a home game. We lost every game at home. We won every game on the road. And
we came home. Same situation as the Blue Jays, which is you come home and you have 2 to win 1, and you can't.
Yeah,
that's the hard part. Anyway,
And God, that was a stacked team.
Oh yeah, we talked about the death lineup. Was that 2 weeks ago? Man.
Yeah, I mean, and we talked about it. We left out Michael Brantley.
Yeah, no, we completely left out Uncle Mike, and he was. I think he batted third.
And you know what? That's a guy. That's a guy they should bring back in the offseason. Bring him back as a hitting coach.
Yeah, make him my hitting coach.
Yeah,
He just needs to teach philosophy.
we got all off season to talk about baseball. I'm glad that the season's finally over so we can all move on. I think the league needs to notice that there's only one team out there that can beat the Dodgers and the Yankees. You know,
It's us.
If you want the rest of the league to have a chance, you have to let us in the game, the show.
If you want to win, put Booby in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we know how this goes.
Yeah,
we're the boogeyman. You need to give us our teeth back. We need to come in there and kick some ass again.
Frustrating that the Dodgers have won 3 of the last 5 World Series or 6.
3 of 6. Yeah, 3 of 6.
I don't really count the 2020 season, although if the Astros had won it, I would have.
Yeah, if it was us instead of the Rays, it would have counted.
Yeah,
but I'm with you there.
I did see what the like the early look of the World Series odds are next year. Obviously, Dodgers, Yankees,
Mets,
and then maybe Mets, but Houston's 4th. They're tied with Seattle. Tied with Seattle for the best, and we know Seattle's not going to make the World Series.
They don't know how. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a big shame. They just don't know how.
But hang that division banner up, Seattle.
Hey,
hang that banner.
Let me be the very last. Let me be the very last to congratulate you, because cool. Hope you like it. Hey, do what you did, but better 7 times in a row, and then we can start talking.
Yeah.
About how this works.
Then y'all can talk shit.
Yeah. Anyway, baseball. It's over. There's a little bit of football going on right now. There was it's been going, I guess it's been 2 weeks or so where they started doing college football games on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They do it every year where there's like 40, 50-ish days leading up to Thanksgiving where there's not a day without football. Greatest time of year, right? Well, today is the opening of a thing called MACtion. I don't know if you ever have participated in MACtion. The MAC conference is a bunch of small, bad Midwest teams that it's something about it, man. It's not good football, but it's great football.
Let me ask you.
Love watching it.
Let me ask you on this MACtion on a Tuesday night.
Yep.
What program is this on?
ESPN2.
I cannot watch any.
Oh yeah.
Any football, and this is the rant I wanted to get into today.
Everybody was having problems with the Monday night game, and
I don't understand. I didn't watch any college football. Why? Because greedy corporate America wants to fucking grab me by the balls and stranglehold me from watching college football or any sort of football or any sort of sports because they're greedy. They want a little bit more. We want a little bit less. Fuck that.
I don't understand who's at fault. I understand it's ESPN to some capacity, correct?
It's
Disney who owns ESPN.
It is Disney's fault. They don't want to pay YouTube. I don't know who's at fault.
So who do you use?
I use YouTube TV, but that wasn't my rant. My rant is on Clay. There used to be a time in America when you could turn on the TV and you could just watch. You could just watch sports.
Yes, Lord.
Anytime you wanted, you could watch all your cartoons, all your shows, everything was in one station.
It's called cable.
It's called cable.
Shout out Stream East. You still can through some outlets. As I said, I'm not
I mean,
affiliated with the Egyptians who were arrested, but
I
they're still at it.
yeah, I am
I
so fed up with these streaming apps though. It was supposed to make life easier, and it's made it harder for
That
all of
was always going to happen, and now what's going to happen is you're going to bundle back in. Okay, it's going to all get hyper merged again, just like every other thing, right? It's all going to get hyper merged again back into another thing. Someone like, Google, who owns YouTube, is going to purchase the bundles.
Yeah,
All of the bundles are going to become under their
yeah.
thing.
And I'm fed up with it. And even if you have cable, you're missing out on, Thursday night football's not on cable.
Nope.
Uh,
Nope. The Amazon game.
the Prime basketball games now. I mean, Prime is something else. When you had cable and you wanted to watch your favorite basketball team, you could order it on
Turned.
cable
Yeah.
and have it in one spot. Now you have to have Amazon Prime to watch your favorite basketball team, which is fine. I mean, my wife pays for it.
I don't have Amazon Prime TV. I guess there's a difference between Amazon Prime and Amazon Prime TV. One of them's like just
If
for
you
your
have
packages.
if you have Amazon Prime, you have Amazon Prime TV.
Okay, then we have it, and I don't ever use it because I have my own. I went a different way a long time ago.
You're an illegal. You're an illegal.
I paid for it. I paid for something, not Streamies. Okay, shout out Streamies, but this is not Streamies. I paid for an app called um, Apollo Media. Shout out Apollo. I don't know if Apollo Media TV. I think that's what it's under. But
And
I
you
paid for it like 2 years ago. I paid a subscription. But I mean, I've got on my phone. It's on my TV. Okay, it's got the Red Zone. It's got the NFL Network. The only thing I can't get is the Amazon Prime game. So for that, I still stream East. Um, but it's I'll be renewing it again. I'll tell you that because as far as this household is concerned, we have a Peacock subscription. We have a Paramount subscription that I missed by. Oh man, you know, not shout out Paramount. Screw Paramount. I missed the auto renew date by like 2 days on a completely dead account
Mhm.
and called them. And I was like, oh, I see I got hit with it on my account. You can go back and look at the last time I logged into your app. I don't use it. Can I get a refund and cancel? No. So I
Yeah,
have Paramount for the next year, and I told them preemptively cancel me. I do not want auto renew on. You guys got me this time. That's the last $70 you're getting from me.
yeah. And they
But I
won't.
mean,
And they won't. Know
I've
that.
got a Netflix. I have a Netflix. Don't really need it, given the Apollo. But um,
We got Netflix. We have YouTube TV. We have Netflix. We have Hulu. We have HBO, and we have Prime.
see, this is the problem, folks. That's too many things to have and not be able to watch a game.
Right.
That's impossible.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an impossibility that you pay for 5 streaming services, probably what my parents pay for satellite, and can't
Exactly.
watch a game.
Exactly. And my first instinct when this whole deal thing happened, where ESPN was taken off of YouTube TV, I said, "Well, I'll just cancel YouTube TV." But then I'm left out of Sunday games on CBS, Fox, and NBC.
Hmm.
I won't have any. I can't watch any games, so I have to keep YouTube TV and just pray.
I'm gonna hook you up with my thing. You got to go with the jailbroken Fire Stick and get off the grid. You got to get off this grid.
I know. But
Join the revolution.
I
I will
tried to
not
play
sit
the
idly
game.
by and
I
let my
tried to
friends.
play the game, and I tried to play it the right way, and it just fucked me. It fucked me so
You're
hard.
not alone. You're not alone. It's everybody, right? Hey, hey, I want to. While you're pissed, you know the guy who who does the theme songs for the Colts.
Yes.
Did you see that he got in some hot water?
Yeah. What did exactly he say? I saw it.
In the song, he said, "Let's break Rogers' back." And then
Yes.
he got backlash for that, and he basically said, like, "Guys can't be savage anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys can't be
I was
savage
just being
anymore.
savage. I was just being savage.
Sorry, guys can't be savage anymore." Which, I mean, what a line. Sorry, guys can't be savage anymore.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
can't stand that guy though.
Well, no, he's a Colts fan, so I'm already out.
He's
I'm already
also
out.
it's also a stupid song.
He
I'm
got a lot of
thinking,
love for it, and you know what? You know what? I'm gonna get out in front of this, okay? Because I don't want anything bad to come to us. No cancels, okay? Do not cancel. You know, I believe he's a little bit special needs, okay?
it
So
could be on the spectrum.
and so it's good that he's out there and he's being performative for a large group of people, and that he's not scared, and that people like him back, okay?
Yes.
The thing is, you're in the arena, okay? We're division foes. I'm
Ex-
allowed to say, "Screw you, I hate you and your dumb song." Okay?
Yeah.
I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't have a dumb song. I do. It's called Battle Red, and it's from 11 years ago, and it beats the shit out of your song. But
We got
uh,
to when's that Colts game? It's in like 3 weeks,
4 weeks,
4
a
weeks.
month.
We'll have to play around and try to come up with a Colts a Texans versus Colts song to combat his.
I'm down
And
for that.
I'll sing it for our game day chug that day.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Maybe if we're in the we got to see if we're in each other's orbit, if we're in each other's
Yeah,
vicinity those
I mean
days.
if we're not close to sniffing the playoffs, I'm not going to
Well,
see.
I mean, you and I, like, physically in the same area, and we
Oh,
can do a like a diss track music video.
we might be looking at the calendar now. That's
11:30,
yeah, it's Thanksgiving
November 30.
weekend. Thanksgiving weekend,
That's a big game weekend. Let me see. What day is the Aggies game
Friday,
against the Horns?
Friday, day after Thanksgiving.
Is that week 14 of college football? It has to be.
Back in my
Or
day,
16. They
long time ago, they used to play on Thanksgiving.
Yes, so that's Friday the 28th of this month. Crazy. The season is going by lightning fast. Um, Friday 6:30 already set, obviously. It's the biggest game anywhere. Um, okay. So we might be in each other's vicinity that weekend.
Yeah, we might be around.
Diss track.
It's the holidays, so I am at my wife's mercy. You know, she
That's fair.
she
That's
controls
fair.
our holiday schedule. I can fight.
Someone asked me
I
how many
can
people
fight.
had RSVP'd for my daughter's birthday party. I said that's not my purview. I have no idea. You have to talk to the boss. I got no clue.
Well, you should still know. You should still know.
I should know how many people RSVP'd.
You should
I have
know.
to log in or something. I
You
don't have
should
to
know
log
who's
in.
coming. You should know who's coming.
I have a general idea of who's coming. I
Well,
don't have the
you should
guest
know
list.
who's coming to your daughter's birthday. Shame
Well,
on you.
it's not going to be randos. We didn't invite randos.
I know, but it's like, hey, Mike, good to see you, bud. Glad you can make it. I saw that you RSVP'd. I'm glad you're here. How are you doing? How's the wife? How's the kids?
How you doing? You need anything? Do I need to bring you anything?
Yeah, yeah,
Just like a Chili's server.
yeah.
Hey, you got to tell me a little bit about the Rockets, okay? I know that we've gone a little ways here, but I was just score or box score watching the Mavs game, and it
Yeah.
seemed like it was a very
It was
tight game.
tight. Yeah.
It seemed like we were leading most of the time, but it was by like 2 to 5 points, and then by the
Yeah.
end of the game, it was probably the foul stuff, and you win by 8. But I saw only box score. I did not watch any of the game.
I mean, to the Mavericks' credit, I mean they came out and played. They had no Anthony Davis. They had no
How's the kid?
Kid looks a little, he's a little rough around the edges, but he's gonna be something someday.
Okay.
They for sure.
They
The
rigged the lottery.
NBA did them a solid.
They rigged the
NBA,
lottery.
yeah, they saved Nico Harrison's life because if they didn't get the number 1 pick and they sucked this year, that man would have been dead in the streets.
He'd have a hit on him for sure.
He'd have a hit on him. But yeah,
he probably still has a hit on him. Just not me. I'm not going to kill him. I'm happy with the job he did.
Yeah, he can have an extension for all I care. But so for the longest time, our largest lead was like 6 points, and right as like we get to the point where you think, okay, this is where we break away, they hit a 3 or get on a little run, tie it up or whatever,
pulling things back.
But our defense, withstood the storm, and then we have the best offense in the league. We can hit
It's amazing to hear.
We can hit you in so many different ways. We out rebound everyone because
everyone's tall.
Adams, Pella, Shangoon, Jabari Smith. He didn't even play.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
is that as big of a miss as? I think he missed a lot of time last year, and I don't know that it was considered a big miss.
He's he's also rough around the edges. I think in his 4th year he needs to be a little bit further along, but he's a great defensive player. He helps on the weak side. He gets when somebody's driving to the basket, he can move over and help on the weak side and get that block. And he's a clutch player, but in terms of his shot making, he could go 0 for 8 the entire game and hit a huge 3.
Right.
So he doesn't shy from the moment, but I wouldn't say it's like a too terrible of a loss just because of the players that you have that could come in and fill. Like Tari Eason started in his place, and we didn't miss a beat. It was.
Yeah, that's a luxury off the bench
You miss the length in the paint, but at the same time, you got length on the perimeter now. Who can? They call Tari and Amin the Terror Twins or something like that.
Be careful. We're getting pretty close to some bad puns there. You got to be careful. Don't take that pair to New York. We could.
But
we don't need that.
But you could see right away what Kevin Durant is there to do. When shit goes awry, he's weathers the storm. He's there for a big bucket. He was like 0 for a lot from 3, and then in the 4th quarter, bang.
My clap there, that actually was just a really nice coinciding of events. You said bang, I hit a clap because MACtion, because Ohio got a pick. This is Miami of Ohio, the alma mater of one Ben Roethlisberger, versus the Ohio Bobcats. You can't see it because I have a dumb ring light, but I think I just hit a parlay. So
excellent.
And go back to Kevin. Let me hear more about Kevin.
Because
I'm very interested. I don't know enough. I don't watch enough, but I know Kevin Durant is he's a top 5 player in the league now, maybe of all time. I don't know.
By the end of the season, he's going to pass Michael Jordan in scoring, and that's all you need to know.
Holy shit. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. That's incredible.
Season, he's going to pass Michael Jordan all time in scoring.
Buddy, give me one of these. Give me one of these.
Yeah. If he can get one of those, that's what
That's why you're here. That's why you're here.
Put his name in the rafters, right next to Hakeem. If we win the championship, there's going to be a lot of players going up in the rafters from this team, just like the Astros.
I've got an idea. This might be just good podcast pub. Okay. I am tattooless. I have none.
Ooh.
Okay. I would like to get one for something good to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You need a tat.
I think we just say if the Rockets win the championship this season, we just both of us get the angry rocket from the 90s, the PJ.
Heck
You know
yes.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want the angry little rocket. I don't know where I'll put it. I don't care. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
But a little,
I dig it. I
I'll
dig
do
it.
a handshake.
I dig it.
Because the only reason that I don't have one is because I've never like put pen to paper and said that's the one I want. But if we win a ring, that's worth something.
That's a good
That's
one to
worth
get.
something.
I one day want to have a leg sleeve and have it be a shrine to Houston sports. But the shrine,
You have an arm sleeve, or how close are you here?
I'm getting close. I still have a lot to do up here, but half sleeve, pretty
Okay.
much. But I would love to get a Houston shrine, a sports shrine dedicated to Houston. But
On the leg.
on the leg. But damn it, I need a Super Bowl. I would love to get a Super Bowl to add there.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen this year. It's not going to happen next year. So
No.
we have some time, but would love to have that.
You know what? I think
Shit's not.
we're gonna have to. Maybe we'll do it next week or something like that. We need to revisit our Super Bowl picks from like week 2 or whatever it was. We need to revisit our picks and see where we stand. Because I know that I took the Ravens and that was bad, and the Packers lost Tucker Kraft this weekend.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the Chiefs. I have the Chiefs. You have the Lions and the Bills, and I think the Eagles. So you're probably in pretty fine shape.
Chargers.
And the Chargers, go Chargers,
Chargers.
go Chargers.
But yeah, we should do that. We should get some ink. We should get some matching tats, bro.
Matching tats. If you're gonna, if Kevin Durant goes into the rafters for Houston, would you get? I mean, wait. I don't want to sound like really stupid because I have watched. He's wearing 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
7's just a good Houston number. 7's just a really good as far as the players who have worn 7.
Yeah.
You got CJ right now,
Biggio,
and Durant.
Yeah.
That would be really cool to go around the 7.
It would be the next 34. It'd be the next 34. Earl Campbell, Nolan Ryan, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Wow. 34/7. That sounds like a good saying, like 24/7 always open.
Yeah.
34/7.
Yeah.
That's H-Town.
But the biggest question mark of those 3 sevens is
the current quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, the dude, love the dude. I will support him now.
I'm upset about the injury. I wish that he didn't get injured. I wish he knew how to protect himself on the run a little better. I understand he was going out for the team. Good, trying to get a first down.
Yeah.
You're playing against a very cutthroat defense who wants your head. And they got it. And they got a win because you went down.
Yeah. And, we were struggling to move the ball down the field, and he's trying to put the team on his back, though. And, the guy can't slide. He's got to learn to slide, which is interesting because he's always wanted to be a baseball player.
I mean, he's a baller on the basketball court.
So he said.
I think, what he said, if I may, I think I remember what he said. He said, football players want to be basketball players. Basketball players want to be football players. And everyone wants to be a baseball player.
Yeah.
That's just a contract thing. That's just so there's no cap in baseball.
Yeah.
Not in the cool way that kids are saying no cap. There's no salary cap.
I saw an interview. I forget where it was, who it was on, but Alex Rodriguez was talking. And Alex Rodriguez was a teammate of Patrick Mahomes Sr. I think when they were on the Arlington Rangers back in the day. And Patrick Mahomes was 10 years old at the time and playing both baseball and football, and would always walk up to Alex Rodriguez like 30 days in a row or whatever it was and ask him for a piece, some advice. And Alex Rodriguez told him, you need to concentrate on baseball. There's nothing better than baseball money. And
it's a good point. Now, no one is as singularly impactful on any sport as a quarterback is.
Right.
And Patrick is like my age and already a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. I mean,
so
I think in any sport, the goal is to, one, stay with the one franchise for your whole career.
Yeah.
Two, be able to walk into any bar or restaurant and they go
and get taken care of.
I mean,
I think that
if you can accomplish those two things, you had one hell of a career.
I think that you may be shooting a little low on the bar thing. I think it's that while you're still playing and like no signs of nearing retirement, for people to already call you a shoo-in as a Hall of Famer.
Well,
like,
yeah.
There's no world that Patrick Mahomes plays his way out of being a Hall of Famer, right?
I mean, he's been the starter for what, 10 years now?
Probably not.
9.
Probably not 10
9.
full years.
He's never missed an AFC championship. He's been in the AFC championship every single year.
They're the football Astros, except they're doing it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They're
the football Dodgers. And you know what? And your whole fantasy team relies upon them.
Yeah.
So you like have to enjoy watching the Chiefs.
And I was rooting for them hard Sunday. It broke my heart when Patrick Mahomes had his worst game of the season.
He did have a bad game.
He
had a bad game.
All I needed was like 10 points. 10 just another. If he had connected on that Hail Mary at the very end, I think it was to Thornton.
Yeah,
there at the end.
Thornton.
It hit him in the hands. I mean, that's the thing about Patrick. He always got a shot. That's
for sure. There were some good games this weekend.
If he hit that and it got into overtime, I think I would have pulled out a victory this week. I think. Roma Dunze did anything, I would have.
In a game where you score 47 and your leading receiver has a goose egg fantasy day,
something wrong. Both the teams combined for over 1,000 yards, and my guy couldn't get one.
I mean, it was almost 100-point game. It was almost 100-point game. Hey, you know what? Let's just
turn the page.
Turn the page. Are you ready? I'm gonna hit you with something.
Yeah.
Down to the goal, the taps they flow, the stakes they grow. Draft the teams like a war machine. Fight, raise the glass. Fight, don't come last. Foam flies, high battles clash.
This
pretty cool, huh?
Is brought to you by Carbach Brewing. Is that what you're drinking today?
Yes, it is.
And St. Arnold's Brewing Company.
Any Houston beer sponsors? Possibly you?
Possibly you.
Take this time again. You got it.
Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and like and follow our social media pages. If you like what you see.
I have an issue I have to address. I addressed Florida Man last week. I attempted to send him a shirt. That package was returned to me. It said postage due. I paid for postage. I think it might be a government shutdown thing. I don't know if the USPS.
Oh,
We're
man.
still in a shutdown. We've had 4 weeks of shutdown at least on this podcast. I'm going to the fine folks at UPS. What can Brown do for you? Shout out UPS. That package will be delivered.
Dude, before
Or
we,
my name isn't Clayton.
since you brought it up, did you see those footage of Bush Continental?
Oh, well, I know that there's like 4-hour lines to get on a
Oh,
plane right now.
God, dude. I don't miss that. That was me when we lived in Wyoming. We would fly down for the holidays.
Yikes.
Fuck that. That would drive me. I spent 3 days in the San Antonio airport.
Yuck.
No,
That
thank
might be the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it sucked.
What's the fight today? Let's get it. Let's get there.
Well, you know, since we talked a little bit about Kevin Durant, we're going to go with our all-time favorite Kevins.
Kevin's.
And there are a lot out there, and I'm not going to limit you to real Kevins. These
Fictional Kevins.
These can be fictional Kevins.
I don't know that I have a fictional Kevin. Let me find one. That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, he won't be on the board when you get there.
Well, I was thinking Kevin the cucumber from SpongeBob.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. I'm not going to use him. So you're going to get this fictional Kevin that you believe in.
Okay.
You're the first pick. So.
All right. Well, since there are plenty of real Kevins out there, I'm going to go ahead and take the obvious choice. We are in the holiday season. Christmas movies are right upon us. I'm going to go with Kevin McAllister, the Home Alone kid.
Hey, good pick.
Thank you.
Good pick.
Thank you.
That's great. Kevin!
Kevin!
I was going to write down the name, and of course I started to write Kevin. I don't need to write Kevin.
No, I did that too. I wrote
I could just write McAllister.
I wrote a list of Kevins, and then I started writing. Like I wrote.
You kept writing Kevin.
I started writing Kevin. I was
Stop
like,
writing Kevin. Damn it. Damn it.
just write the last name.
Okay. This
You got two.
this allows me a pretty good a power position. I get to come out swinging.
Yeah.
I'm going personal favorite Kevin first,
Okay.
which is Kevin James.
I knew it.
Okay.
I knew it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. King of Queens rocks. He has a clip that'll live forever, and it's not even a movie or anything he's done. It's whenever he got to call the Indy 500 or whatever it was, Talladega.
Yeah.
And he goes, "God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen." It's just like so Kevin. That's Kevin James. And there's also the meme of him with his hands in his pockets like this. And that meme hits every time. So
Have you ever went back and watched The King of Queens?
yeah, all the time actually.
What a great show! What
is
a
good.
great show!
There's an episode where they're playing with the staple gun. You seen that one? They're playing with the staple gun in the office or in the like in the locker room. And he goes for a between the legs behind the back and he staples his pants to his nuts.
Yeah.
Also, Jerry Stiller is in that show. We're going to be all over that shovelboard, Gordon.
I was about to say, yeah. Dominoes. Dominoes?
I got to take one that I think that you would take on the way back. There's just like it's two of them. It's two of them. I'm going to pander. No, I'm not.
Pick with your heart.
I'm going to take Kevin Bacon.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm going to take Kevin Bacon. I think that you'll end up getting the one who I but I don't like, the whole separate the art from the artist thing is going to come up here, and I'll end up looking like a hypocrite one way or the other.
Yeah.
One of them I'm okay with, one of them I'm not okay with. Anyway, go ahead. Your next Kevin's.
I am going to pick with my heart and pick Kevin Hart.
I had him. I had him on the list. That's a good. You know what? As far as comedians go, he got the most of my money.
Yeah,
I spent the most to buy his albums and put them on my iPod or whatever.
yeah,
It's a good pick.
he had a really good run there in the 2010s. Now he
Yeah.
puts out a lot of movies. Some of them are good,
That
but
movie with Will Ferrell, where Will Ferrell's going to go to jail. What's that called? Get Hard.
Get Hard. That's a good one.
Great movie. Great movie.
Great movie. I also watched the other day. Ride Along with Ice Cube.
Hmm.
Not terrible, but it was pretty good.
Good.
He has a good role when in comedy movies. He kind of plays the same guy. But
Kevin Hart was in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
yes, he was.
That scene is one of the best scenes that there is.
Yes,
I
yes.
can't repeat it because I'm white, but
Yeah.
let it be known that
Yeah, some of his
both of y'all. I'm coming back for both of y'all.
So he had a lot of stuff early on that was pretty good. He was also in a lot of scary movies. He was like in the first
He has a really good scream.
yeah.
He's like, "Wah!" Yeah.
So my second pick, Kevin Hart. My third pick, I'm surprised you didn't go here. I thought you would. I'm gonna pick Kevin Costner.
That's where I was between Costner and Bacon.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Good pick.
Yeah, Bull Durham.
The thing that I see, I guess what's tinted my Kevin Costner lens right now is all the Yellowstone that I've caught back and forth. Good show, but I just
Yeah,
it kind of
it's the same plot. I mean,
same
plot throughout the whole series.
You know what? I'm marking our picks. So you had 1, then I had 2 and 3, and then you just did 4 and 5. And what I just wrote down was 6, 7. 6, 7. And it's officially dead now because 2 30-year-olds did it on their podcast. So kill it. It's over. Nobody used it anymore.
I asked my coworkers or my staff, who were all in their mid-20s, I go, what does that mean? What does 6, 7 mean? And they were just like, oh, you don't want to know. And I was just like, no, I really do.
I'm asking. I'm genuinely asking.
And I guess it's some guy in a rap song said it weird, and now it's a thing. But one girl said it was dirty, but I try to think of it, and I'm like, how is that dirty?
I don't know. Look, I have to say this as a high schooler. My neighbor Tyler and I, 67 showed up everywhere. It became a number that we would look for and see everywhere.
I remember.
Whenever I got a PS3, I had to make a gamer tag. My gamer tag was X67 Boss 67X. Okay? So I'm the original to the 6-7. You guys are, it's like Bane and Batman. Like, I was born in the dark. You merely have
inherited.
I've been molded by it, okay? I am 6'7". Anyway. Controversial pick here. Pick number 6. You know who it is. I'm taking Kevin Spacey, okay? Who had the funniest line. Yes, canceled. Funniest line. I now choose to live my life as a gay man. You were doing that before. You were definitely doing that before. You just weren't outed, and now you're outed, and so you said that. But as far as movies go,
name a bad Kevin Spacey movie.
I can't. Baby Driver is one of the most fantastic movies I've ever seen. Yeah. He's in 21. 21 is an incredible movie.
Yep.
And I mean, those are just ones that I'm thinking of right now.
House of Cards was one of the best shows of all time.
I haven't seen a speck of House of Cards, and
it's good.
I should, because it's Kevin Spacey.
He was also in God, what was that movie that we watched in biology? And
Gattaca?
no,
It's a good one, by the way.
It was about
Shout out Gattaca.
It was about a pandemic with the monkey.
Outbreak?
Outbreak. He was in that too. He was in
I
Outbreak.
don't even remember that, but I'll
He was also in a movie with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. Seven. That's
7. Ooh, yeah, very good movie. Very good
very
movie.
good movie.
We might have to do Brads. I don't know how many Brads there are.
I can think of 2 right off the bat.
Yeah, you said one of them. Okay, for my last one, I went to sports, and it's one that you would never pick. I could pick it after you picked 10 more Kevins. I could pick this Kevin, but since it's my last pick, I'm taking Kevin Youkilis. Kevin
Oh,
Youkilis
yeah,
of
yeah,
the Boston Red Sox with the craziest batting stance you've ever seen, with the
yeah,
hand up here thing.
yeah. Okay.
Walk machine, on base machine. Shout out Moneyball. Okay.
Yeah.
The book. I don't know how prevalent Kevin Youkilis is in the movie. I don't think it's very prevalent. But in the book, they talk about Youkilis a lot because Billy Bean found Youkilis in the minors.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So I'm taking Youkilis.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick. And you're right. I would have never picked him.
Round us out.
Well, I guess to get the part in the party like we started, I'm going to take Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
That's probably a good. I'm not going to call it a pander pick. But that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
oh, I'm pandering to the people, but also, I mean, he's one of the great Kevins.
Would you place Durant above Garnett in the greatest Kevins?
I had Garnett on my list.
He's the only Kevin that I have on my list that wasn't picked is Garnett.
I would. I'd put Durant above Garnett. Yeah, I would. I also had Kevin Love.
Yeah.
And Kevin Smith. He's the and then Kevin Klein. You know, that is.
I mean, no. I'll say no.
Have you ever seen the Pink Panther?
Yes.
So he was the.
I've got my Kevin page pulled up here. Let me find Klein.
He was the other, not the other cop, but like the inspector or the guy that appointed Steve Martin to.
Okay. You know, there was some talk prior to this podcast about doing Matthews or Matts. That may be one that we end up doing.
Yeah.
But one that I would not have picked, and that's why it's safe to reveal here. The guy who played Neville in Harry Potter, he's a Matt. So that was on my list.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Two things. First, you see that it took me until the evening to put up the dupe soup for the group.
Yeah, you did
the dupe soup for the group. Yes, I did it, but I also wasn't chomping at the bit to do it at 7 a.m. this morning. Even though I scored 190 points this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. You're a father of 2. You have a lot going on. You do have a day job.
I have a day job.
And you had a fence to build. You had a gate to put in. So
I had a gate to build. You know what? It's not going to show up again, but I already showed the score of a Miami game. So what the heck? See that? That's a gate.
Look at that. Look at that gate.
What are you going to do about it? It got built.
Open up the floodgates. Let the people
open
hear
up
it.
The gates. No, I don't want to open the gate. We don't know how stable it is. Number 2, we need a bet. We need the game day chug bets. I won last week, so that's why I have to be the one to bring this up. I won last week.
I'm off. Until I get my college football back, I am not betting.
Oh.
Yep.
Well,
this is my protest.
You did take an L last week. You took the Tennessee-Oklahoma under, and it turned into a shootout. So I don't blame you. and I took Texas Tech to cover against Kansas State, and they did.
I was checking the
And-
score in that Tennessee-Oklahoma game too. I was checking the score, and I'm like, idiot. You never take the under.
Well, you know what? If you
Yeah.
weren't watching the game, then it's okay to take an under. But watching the game and rooting for an under, that's where things hurt.
Well,
That's where
that's depressing.
it just hurts your soul. You're rooting for bad football. So,
Yeah.
but same strategy I'm applying. Same strategy I applied last week, I'm applying right now, which is I have not looked at the board. I'm looking at the board for the first time right now before I make the pick. Indiana, Penn State, Georgia, Mississippi State, BYU, Tech. Tech is favored by 10 at home over BYU, who's undefeated.
Wow.
It's a big number. It's almost so big that they want you to take BYU plus 10 so that Tech beats them by 20. Ohio State over Purdue, 29.5. A&M is favored by 7 on the road at MIzzou. That's a tough one. Oregon at Iowa. Oregon is -6 on the road at Kinnick, which is not an easy place to go play football.
Iowa's typically tough too.
They both average a points against of under 14 points. The over is at 40.5. It makes no sense to take the over.
But
I'm taking the over. That'll be the bet. That's just going to be a fun game to watch. It probably won't hit. But what I'm doing here is I'm expecting for Iowa to put up a fight and for Oregon to pull away.
yeah.
So and 40.5 is not a lot to pull away. I'm asking for a 24-17 game. Right?
Yeah.
That's not a big I'm not asking a lot.
Yeah. Since we're on college football, let's talk a little bit about what happened this weekend.
Can I? Do you mind if I say something?
Yeah. I've heard it a lot on the sports radio this week. So.
I'd like to give myself a pat on the back for the way that I treated Texas all season. Once this season, I said they're ass, and what have they done since then but not be ass? Okay, should have never said they're ass, and it was always going to be the case that they were going to figure something out before we played them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so once again, I am back to respecting Texas. They beat the brakes off of Vanderbilt regardless of what the score said at the end of the game. It was 34-10 entering the fourth quarter. Yes, Vanderbilt made some scoring. Yes, the refs were involved in making it look better than it was, in my opinion. But Texas was a wire-to-wire winner at home against Vandy. I respect what Vanderbilt has done this season. I expected it to be a better game.
Yeah.
And Texas took care of business. So
now
respect Texas.
I
respect Texas.
The thing about it, so A&M has got to beat MIzzou this weekend, and they've got to beat South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm not as worried about the South Carolina game,
but they got to go
before.
They need to be. Can't think. Just like you said, they're 8-4 until they're 9-0.
Yep, and right now they're 8-0. So I need this one.
So,
I'm not thinking past this one. It's all about MIzzou right now.
But Texas needs to go undefeated the rest of the way.
They play Georgia. They have to play Georgia. So I believe this year they go to Athens. So I don't believe that they will be 7-2, or I don't think they'll be a 2-loss team when they see us.
When do they play Georgia?
Not this week, but next week.
Okay, so
they have a game in between us and
that's important.
if they are a 3-loss team by the time we play them, the wind is not completely out of the sails, but we're dealing with a different animal. Um, what
Yeah.
I'll say,
You still think Vanderbilt gets in?
Vanderbilt has to win out and get help to get in.
Yeah.
But we talked about this a little bit. Early in the week we were talking about Miami. We had a rant ready to go about Miami, and then they went ahead and they pooped their big boy pants this last week against NC State.
Mhm.
What we were talking about is that there are 12 regular season football games in a college football season.
Oh yeah.
Miami only has to leave the state for 3 of them.
Yeah. How does that work? How does that? This was their first time all season leaving the state of Florida.
Is that true? Is that true?
They played at NC State, right?
Home for Notre Dame, home for Bethune-Cookman,
Yeah.
home for South Florida, home for Florida, at FSU in Florida, home for Louisville, home for Stanford, at SMU. This is the first time that they left the state of Florida to play a football game this year, and
Yeah.
they lost.
Yeah. Bizarre. How did
I
that?
mean, and
How is that
this is something
scheduling?
that Miami does. Miami has the late season swoon. It's like well documented amongst people who are fans of Miami that this is what happens. They pick up an early loss. They didn't this year. They were 5-0, and then they played Louisville at home. They lost. It was an upset on a Friday night. And then the first time that they leave the state, they go to SMU and they get beat.
Mhm.
So they're probably not going to be in the ACC championship game picture, which makes it hard to be in the playoff. But this is the first time you had to leave the state this
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I
When's-
don't know how many other teams have had that kind of preferential treatment. You know what I mean?
In November.
Yeah, it was the first day of November that you left the state that you play in.
I'm glad you brought up the ACC though, because I feel something brewing. There's been a lot of talk
Mm.
of who's going to take the LSU job. Lane Kiffin's has had his name thrown
I
out.
mean, yeah, he's
Uh,
the prime candidate for all of them.
I think Lane Kiffin is going to Florida some way or another. Either he's going to be at Florida, at the University of Florida, or the head coach of the Miami Dolphins.
Huh.
That's what I think.
I hadn't really thought of that. You know,
The second thing I think is Dabo Sweeney. He's had a good run in Clemson, but I think his time is over.
I don't think they're going to fire him. I really don't.
You don't think so? Because I
No.
could so see him going from one Death Valley to another and him taking over LSU. And I think that would be a great job for him, honestly.
It might be, but he'd have to change his philosophy because he was very anti-transfer portal,
Yeah.
and that's what I mean. If you're a big-time SEC program like LSU, you live in the transfer portal. I just think that I think he has enough capital at Clemson to endure a bad season. I do. It is a bad season.
It's been a couple bad seasons, though. They weren't great last year either.
They made the playoff last year.
Did they?
Yeah. They won their conference. They were a 3-loss team that won their conference. They
Mm.
beat SMU in the championship game of their conference game. They made the playoff, and I think they got boat raced, but I don't really remember who they lost to or anything. But I do believe they made it. I know SMU made it. I'd have to go back and look. But I don't think that he's done. I think that Dabo is going to stay. I don't think that they're going to fire Dabo. I think next year, if next year you start off and you're 3-5 at the beginning of next year, yeah.
I mean, they are ranked. They are preseason ranked 3, 4.
Well, they're 3-5.
I know, but when they coming into the season, they were ranked very high.
They were ranked 16th to start the season.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, that's what it says. Whenever they played LSU, they were 16. Maybe that's not right. I'll have to take
That's
a
not
look.
right. That's not right.
You're probably right about that. That's what Yahoo app told me just now. Are you
That's
looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. They're ranked 4th.
4. Yikes.
Georgia was ranked 5th. Notre Dame was ranked 6th. Oregon was ranked 7th.
Well, today was the first day of the CFP, like college football playoff rankings, like where the actual committee who does the deciding.
Texas was ranked 1st, and Penn State was ranked 2nd. So there you go. Don't read into the preseason rankings.
Yeah. Well, Texas is right back there. Like I said, respect Texas. They are 7-2. It's not like they're falling off a cliff. They're 7-2. Now they could end up.
A&M was ranked 19.
Yeah. Oh, I just refreshed Twitter here. The current head coach of Boston College, Mr. Bill O'Brien.
Yeah.
It says Bill O'Brien explodes at media member who asked for a message to the fans' displeasure with the team's current 1-8 record.
How shocking.
Quote, I'm glad you're down. I'm not down. Nobody's down. We're fighting. So somebody got smoked by Bill O'Brien. He was good at that, man. He can really get in somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Kind of miss it. Don't miss him. Miss his attitude a little bit.
Well, you just want somebody on the Texans to have that attitude, preferably from a player. Yeah, I mean, we can talk about that at some other time, but there's just with like even D'Amico, he's just very calm,
but
cool,
completely positive. There's nothing about D'Amico that's gonna come out there and say like, man, we got problems. We're not a very good team.
Yeah, I mean, he's not holding anybody accountable, which is the frustrating part. Like, I would like to see him get into somebody's face and yell at him.
Yeah.
Or give like Mike Tomlin just.
I mean, Tomlin is the coach I'd least want because you're in purgatory. You're always going to pick 20th, and you're never going to win a Super Bowl.
Except he did.
Be good or bad. Okay, you won one how long ago? Ben's rookie year?
Clay.
That's the last Steelers Super Bowl?
I would love one 20 years ago.
Yeah, me too.
I would love one just to hang my hat on.
Okay. Well, let's go get it. Let's go get it.
I mean, just to say, God, do you remember that team? Do you remember that team? We don't have that team that we sit here and we remember a 2008 Matt Schaub, Andre Johnson team. Only because of Madden.
The natural. Andre Johnson.
Yeah. That's our claim to fame right there.
Having a really good Madden team.
Arian Foster going 250 yards against the Colts in like week 1 or something like that.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
It's a really good game.
Yeah. 3 touchdowns.
I remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah.
But you know what I also remember just like yesterday? Starting off 2-0 and then losing the next 14 games. And Matt Schaub throwing a pick 6 and 6 straight games.
It was 4. It was 4 straight games. But I'll let it slide. Yeah.
Well,
where we sit right now, it's trouble. It's trouble.
I just like no matter what happens to the Astros over the next decade,
Careful here.
Well, I mean, it's something to note.
He missed the mute for the first time the entire episode.
No, I've let it slide a little bit, but it's to note the Astros the run is, if it hasn't already come to an end, we missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
The runway is closing. Where'd you go? You left. Well, folks, let me just tell you, the Astros run is closing. And if there's anything that happens in the next season or seasons to come, where'd you go, bud?
Nowhere. No, I just I had a real big freak out just now. I'm glad that the mic wasn't on whenever my face wasn't on. Because I'm screaming.
Did you shit your pants? What happened?
A little bit. I was trying to scroll down to get to the outro music, and it pressed back. It like swiped me back and off the page. I'm just glad it didn't like delete or nuke the whole thing.
No, this is still recording. I was just getting to the folks here.
Let's hear.
We might be coming to an end of the run with the Astros, but we will always have the last 7-8 years to hang our hat on.
Oh, that was a great opportunity to say 6, 7.
6, 7. It was more than 6 or 7. It was a good decade. We're entering 2026.
Good decade.
The run started really in 2015.
I don't think it's over.
I don't think it's over either, but if it is, we can always remember these times. And
I don't want to go out with this. Well, you got to be done. You're done. You're done. Hey, you know what? Great story. We're going to go over the time. I don't care. Listen here. Once upon a time, TJ was staying on my couch in college. Came home with a shirt. MIzzou was leaving the Big 12. I had a shirt. The shirt said, "We won't miss you when you're gone." Okay? Fun shirt. Great. You're leaving. Adios. Tannehill was the quarterback at the time, so that ages us a little bit as he puts on his glasses.
Yeah.
He's sitting on my couch looking at the phone, scrolling the phone. I said, "Hey, bud, look at this. Look what I picked up." And I showed him the shirt. He looks up and he goes, "When you MIzzou, you're gone. When you MIzzou, you're gone." He just looked at it. That's what he read. It's not what was there, but that's what he read. And "When you MIzzou, you're gone" has lived on for now.
It's a great thing.
Is that 12 years, 13 years that this has been a thing that we've said?
Yeah.
Well, look, we're here again. Okay. We are 8-0. We are 8-4 until we're 9-0. What stands in our way of 9-0? MIzzou. And
when you MIzzou, you are gone.
And so, I'm not predicting a blowout. I'm not predicting anything. What I want is to go to Columbia, Missouri, and just play the way we've been playing. Just play the way you've been playing. They've got a backup quarterback. We're both off a bye. It's going to be a good test. They have a good running back. Just play some solid defense. Marcel, be Marcel. Get yourself in the Heisman conversation like you should be. And let's go 9-0. If we go 9-0, you got South Carolina, Samford, and the dudes in Austin. Okay? Make it to that game with no losses, and I'll be there. I'll be there.
Ooh. He's coming to me, folks. He's coming to my neck of the woods.
Let's get out.
Play the music, Clay. Play the music. Let's get out of here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and follow. This is Game Day Chug. See you next week.
Hit the bell. They've got a bell. No one talks about the bell. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Go Ags.